Hey everyone, Cynthia Ray here. So I am coming to you live from my car. I'm actually seeing clients today, so driving around and just wanted to stop and do a little bit of a Wednesday wellness live for you all. So yeah, it's been a busy day, but it's been really great. And I'm coming on a little bit later today than usual because I've been between sessions. So, anyway, I hope you're doing well. And by the way, if you are wanting to do a one on one session with me, I do have some availability for that. My schedule is getting kind of booked up, whether you're in my area or if you're not, I can meet with you. I'm available online via Zoom, and that's been actually going really well with a lot of my clients who are out of state. And then also, if you're in my area, I can come to your home or we can meet somewhere. My practice is mobile. So, yeah, if you need any help with weight loss, if you're feeling stuck, if you have questions and don't really know how to find the answers to the particular questions you have that are specific to you, and anything that you find online just isn't giving you what you're looking for, I'm here for you. So if you want to schedule an appointment, just PM me or comment below, and we can get in touch and I can help you with that. So anyhow, so today I want to talk to you a little bit about body image and children, and how we speak to our children can affect their body image or view of themselves. So, just to start with a little story. So, this particular talk was inspired by something that happened to me recently with my daughter. So, my daughter is 7 years old, and the first time I actually heard her talking about body and being skinny and being, a certain weight really started coming up within the past few weeks. So I remember one day a few weeks ago, she was telling me, "Oh, did you know that I'm the smallest, or I weigh the least of any of my friends, my neighbor friends? They're all little girls, about 7 years old. I weigh the least than all of them, or I'm the smallest of all of them." And then the other day, she was actually had stomach issues and was not digesting food well, and threw up a couple times. And as soon as she did, she's like, "Oh," like a little while later, "Oh, mommy, my pants fit better. My tummy's smaller." And then she also mentioned something about, which kind of disturbed me, but she's like, "Well, maybe if every time I throw up, my tummy is smaller," um, kind of insinuating that would be like a good thing. So I thought, oh man, and then she was looking in the mirror, looking at her tummy, and she's a little 7-year-old girl. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, what is going on here? I don't speak to myself that way. I don't talk about negatively about my body image. I don't speak negatively to her or even any connotations. I'm super aware of this because of my own personal struggles with body image and food distrust and all that stuff when I was in my teen and early adult years. So I'm kind of trying to figure out, where is this coming from? And the first thing I could think of is society. I mean, social media, YouTube. I'm thinking maybe commercials of how women are portrayed that they should be or look like. And I even thought about, what am I watching that she's watching, and getting these ideas from, that thinner is better or a smaller tummy is better. So I mean, you can only imagine. It's most likely all over on media, right? We see it all the time, whether it's ads on YouTube or ads on social media, or just women and how they should look in a bikini or a bathing suit or so on. And I didn't get a chance to ask her, but what I did decide to do was talk to her. So last time she was in my bathroom a couple days ago, and she was looking in my full length mirror at her body, and she's like, "Oh, mommy, my tummy looks smaller today," for whatever reason. But I wanted to ask her whether or not that was a good or bad thing. But being the age that she is, I don't know if she perceives it as a good or bad thing. So I did kind of ask her that in some way. And she said, "Well, isn't it better, or isn't it nicer to have a smaller tummy?" Or kind of like, "Well, it's nicer to have a smaller tummy," kind of a thing. And I told her, I said, "You know that you are perfect already. You know that you are a princess. You know that you're the daughter of the Most High God. You know that you're already made perfected. And anything else is just an add-on." And she kind of smiled and walked away from the mirror. And I said, "Did you hear what I said?" She's like, "Yeah, mommy, I already knew that. I know that already about me." So, which is great, because that's the biggest thing, is making sure that your children know who they are and their worth and value that's separate from physical characteristics, attributes, maybe things, performance, based things like sports performance or athletic performance or academic performance, things like that. But to actually know who they are and what they stand for is so foundational to preventing them from moving into a negative relationship with their body. And like I said too, it's obviously how we speak to our bodies or how we don't speak to them. If we speak negatively to our bodies or connotate something negative about our body image or how we look that day or how we look in this dress or even just the vibe that we give off of our negative attitude about our body, whether it's in the moment or just overall, especially if you're dieting a lot as a mom, your children will see that being not fit or being overweight or even perceiving that you are tells our children that we feel that we're not okay the way we are because we're trying to change ourselves. And if we change ourselves to be fit and healthy and thin, then we're valuable. So, however, if you are modeling body love, body trust, food trust, how to dress your body for your body type, all those amazing things, eating intuitively, eating mindfully, but also making educated decisions about our health, like eating a lot of colorful foods, lots of plant foods, some animal protein, healthy fats, and exercising regularly will teach them and shape them in that same way. The thing is, although I've been doing those things over the years, since she was little, it still came up. So first of all, make sure to check in with yourself and see how you're speaking to your body with your children, or even how you're maybe connotating that, maybe just exemplifying that, or giving that energy or vibe off about your body, or maybe how your spouse, treats your body as far as like making comments, negative or positive. So so I just want to share with you today. So whether you have a daughter or a son, this applies to boys too. Boys get the same image, or they also learn from our moms on how other women may think, or how they should be treated. So just know that if you have your own son or daughter, or if you have your own son, or you or a friend, right, children who are friends of yours, not necessarily your own children or grandchildren, that they take in everything that us adults put out or say or don't say. So I would encourage you all to speak positively about your body or think positively about your body, even when it's challenging or difficult, or really as far as, if your child is overweight a little bit or underweight or whatever, they may not feel accepted if their body weight is different than you're wanting it to be, which can really be challenging for them because they don't feel accepted. So it's important instead to focus in on things that are attributes, like, wow, your legs, it's amazing how your legs are so healthy that they can allow you to run like this, or doesn't it feel good to be able to move freely and feel healthy? That less so than, or look how amazing God has created your body. You're created with a purpose and for a purpose, with love, out of God's love, for him and for you, and about how much you're loved and appreciated. So really focusing in on their personal attributes, not necessarily their physical attributes, and some of the positive character traits that you want to instill in them. Maybe really focusing on those can be beneficial, instead of focusing in on their body weight or body type. So think too about how you would have wanted to be spoken to when you were a child. I know in my household it was a really big deal. Performance was a thing, which is fine, but for some it's really hard to keep up with a stigma or a label that you've been given as a child. And if you can't stick to it, then you just feel, you haven't met the mark or feel unloved. But really also look at your own children and see what kind of labels you're giving them, and if those are the ones that you want them to have, to live up to. So however you speak to yourself, however you speak to others, is what will come to fruition and what will be. So just want to give you a little encouragement today to think about how you speak to yourself That's your homework for this week. Think about how you speak to yourself, whether it's in your mind or speak out loud to yourself. And whatever you speak will become. So if you're wanting to have better results, speak more positive things into your life. Even if you don't believe them at first, it's going to take some time to get from your head to your heart. So just continue speaking it positively into your life, speak truth into your life, and you will receive the results you're looking for. So hope that helped you today. Have a great Wellness Wednesday, and let me know if you have any questions. Like I said, I do have a couple spots open right now for nutrition counseling. However, typically March, April, May is a busier time of the year for me because people are coming out of Christmas and into spring with the sun and summer coming, and they want to take care of their wellness. So